Be honest, have you ever looked at your life and felt like you're already behind? I mean, you see people making money, starting businesses, catching opportunities like Bitcoin, stocks, online businesses and more, and you're sitting there wondering, did I miss my time? Maybe you told yourself, if I started earlier, things would have been different, or if I had money, connections, or experiences, maybe I'd be ahead too. Let's pause, because the truth is, most people didn't start when everything was perfect. They started confused, they started uncertain, but they started anyway. Now, in this episode, inspired by my book, Becoming an Entrepreneur, you'll learn why it's not too late for you. And you also learn how to start from where you are and how you can take actions even when the future feels unclear. Because your journey is not over. In many ways, it may just be the beginning. So let's get into it. So, good day everyone, welcome. My name is Justice Gagara and this is from my book Becoming an Entrepreneur. This is the part that talks about start now, it's not too late. Let me start by addressing the people who came to watch this video because of what I said concerning you missing out on some things. Now, let's assume you had the opportunity to start Bitcoin and you failed to start, or you didn't even know Bitcoin existed. And right now, many people that started doing Bitcoin years ago, or people that bought Bitcoin, have lots of money and you feel like, you were left out. I heard somebody traded his Bitcoins years ago for pizza. He didn't know that those Bitcoins would turn out to be something. Now, he would have probably been rich from the Bitcoin, right? But right now, he's left with nothing from that, obviously, because he traded it for pizza. It's making me to remember Jacob and Esau in the Bible. Anyway, you may be feeling left out, and where I am right now, people are moving into real estate and buying land here and there, and probably had the opportunity to buy a land when it was cheaper, and you failed to do so. And you're also wondering, is it too late? Like, does that mean it's over for me? And opportunities come and go like that. But this is it. I want to ask you a question. You are feeling as if it's over for you, right? What of a child that they just gave birth to yesterday? What hope does he now have? Because obviously he also missed out on all of these things, and his own offense is that he wasn't alive at that particular time. What will now happen to him? So can you see? So what am I trying to say? Opportunities will come and go. That is how life is. Just because you missed a particular chance doesn't mean it's over for you. Problem is that some people will just sit back and start sobering over that particular loss, and then it will not make them to have the ginger to move on to do more things. It shouldn't be so. When an opportunity goes, just prepare yourself for another and brace yourself. There's this saying that people used to say, when you've heard about something, it means it's already too late, because some people get opportunities and then they get to hear it instantly, and then you just keep wondering, okay, I've missed out on many opportunities. Does that mean that I'm not smart, or does that mean that my life is over, or does that mean that I will not make it? Many people actually have this particular battles, especially in the financial world, right? And then they feel like, okay, it's too late for me to reach this particular target. The thing there is that you need to just learn to get up and brace yourself and move on. Well, let's see how. There's a way you can actually use to guide yourself in knowing that it's not too late. Now, we all have our purpose. We all have what we are supposed to accomplish, right? It's important for you to accomplish that. Some people fail to understand that, and they fail to accomplish their purpose till when they die. Some people, again, discover their purpose and they accomplish it later in life. The thing there is that we are not encouraging you to not accomplish your purpose on time. We are not saying that you should just sit down and not do anything because you feel there's time. That's not what we are saying. But what we are saying is, if you find yourself in the situation whereby time has passed, then you should not just sit down. You should follow some particular steps to get your step up and move on. So this is more or less like a contingency mechanism to help you get up on your feet, not something that you're supposed to use as an excuse to become useless. So the real thing is not about you sobbing over the opportunity that passed. The real question is, will you prepare for the next one that is coming? I want to say something now. Note this and no peace. Not every opportunity you missed was for you. Not every opportunity you missed was for you. Some of the opportunities were not meant for you. If you had done that thing, you probably would have entered into a ditch. Or if you had tried it, probably you wouldn't have had the skill set to move on. Not everybody can do everything basically. So let's assume there's an opportunity in poultry now, and then you know somebody who made lots of money because he started a poultry farm and then he was growing in it and growing in it. And then you will now start feeling, if only I had done this, I would have made lots of money. I've also let this opportunity pass me by. It doesn't work that way. Focus on positioning yourself on the path of the opportunities that align with you. It is very, very important. So know what works for you. I know it is difficult nowadays because we have many people making it here, there, here, and you will just be feeling, the temptation of that will actually make you to want to jump into all things. But I made a video about the crowd, and that is actually one of the characteristics of the crowd, jumping from one particular place to another because you see a result here, you want to go there, because you see a result here, you want to go there. It doesn't work that way. There's a tendency that if you keep on doing that and you jump into every opportunity that you find, and then you call them updates, you just tell your friend that is making it, share updates for me, and then the friend will not share a particular update, you may actually enter there and then you get stuck. So you need to just take note of that. Know where you are going to. That's why it's important for you to know your purpose. Know your purpose in this life and try to walk by it. It will actually guide you and then to help you to know that not all opportunities are for you. Also, let me make this to be clear. Don't use this as a point of being, should I say, complacent then to just let everything pass you by because we said not every opportunity is for you. Please. Now, I want to make a point. So, when is the best time to start? The best time to start is now. There's a saying that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the next best time is when? Now. Yes, starting earlier was actually powerful, but starting now is good too. So waiting and regretting won't change anything. I won't stress on this so the video won't look repetitive, but I believe this is taking. Another thing again that I want to address is some people don't start some things because they feel like they don't have everything ready, and that's why some opportunities keep on passing them over and over again. Now this is it. You can start from zero. You don't have to have everything figured out before you start. If you start, well, you may succeed, right? But if you don't start, you stand no chance. But some people would actually not start. Why is this so? Because they feel they don't have this, they don't have that, they don't have that, they don't have this. Check through the story of great men, right? Some great men didn't have everything at their disposal. They started with what they had. Some of them started with just a particular vision. They had a particular drive. Of course, they had some particular informations, and they succeeded in it. Now, all stories are not the same. The point I'm trying to make is that you don't sit down and fold your arms and not do anything because you feel you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have this, you don't have that. Some of you want to be experts at something before you start. It doesn't work that way. You cannot just wake up today and start making good outfits. And so when the opportunity comes for you to now, make an outfit for somebody, you will just jump into it. No, you have to actually use a particular time to brood yourself first of all and learn it gradually. That's the point I'm trying to make. Most times, clarity comes after you start. Now, I want to also make a point. This is the interesting point about those who feel they've started late and they feel there is nothing left for them. This is it. Growth takes time. Yes, it does. But we have something called quantum leaps. And quantum leaps are possible. They are very, very much possible. So, what are quantum leaps? Quantum leap literally is let me explain it in this scenario. Let's assume you're supposed to move from step 1 to step 2, from step 2 to step 3 to step 4 to step 5. And that's how you're supposed to move in the sequence. It is possible that when you move from step 1 to step 2, and when you move from step 2 to step 3, when you want to move from step 3 to step 4, something will take you from that step 3 and take you to step 7. It can happen. That's called quantum leap, right? It can happen. But it happens though with right information, with working in a particular way and working in a particular light. But you see, you will not even know whether or not you would have this quantum leap if you don't start. So starting is important. So you can actually have a quantum leap and meet up with something that you felt like it's already too late for you. Let's assume you're supposed to make $20 million at the age of 50 and you're already 45 and you feel right now it's too late, you will not be able to reach that target, but then you had an idea that could work. Well, why not start the idea and see? It is possible that at age 49 something will just come that will lift you up and take you towards achieving that goal faster than you thought you would. But you see, You won't totally achieve that if you don't add consistency to it. Consistency is the key. So with consistency, you can only have leaps like that. But also, while you are doing so, remember, I'm not saying you should chase shortcuts. Do not chase shortcuts. Shortcuts are bad. Shortcuts are bad. They have their bad parts. Of course, you need to understand the context of the shortcuts I'm referring to here, right? So shortcuts are not actually the best way to go to. It's important for you to respect the process. It is very, very much important, and in the process you could actually have such quantum leaps. I would love for you to like this video, share and subscribe so the video can reach more people. And also, if you want to learn more about this, do well to read my book, Becoming an Entrepreneur. I'll share the link in this video also. This is my advice for you. Take it and please don't leave it.